This is Dr. Kathy. It is April 19th. Heart Source. For those of you who do not know the heart source, move into the front of your heart chakra. Your energy will stay there for a little bit, then move around to the back. Move into the back of your heart chakra. Now go back around to the front, move into the front of your third eye. Now move around to the back and go into the back of your third eye. Make a beam of energy from your heart chakra to your third eye. Send that beam of energy straight up to the center of the universe and straight down to the center of the earth. That's the heart source. Now, do a little cleansing. We'll just say chakra spin. Spin as fast as is safe for me. Deep breath. Bring in energy from above and from below. Good. Now, state, I am the sword. For those of you who do not have the sword, and I know that's not anybody on the live call, but those who are watching this, simply ask Archangel Michael to be with you. Extend your dominant hand and ask for his sword. Just bring your hand around it. My sword's about this wide, those of you who can have the video on. And just place your hand with the hilt of the sword against your heart chakra. And then just flatten your hand and you're bringing it into your heart chakra. There we go. And now say, I am the sword. And your energy all the way, your entire aura, your body, your little fingertip is all there. It is Michael's sword. And now, violet flame. Please enfold every layer of my aura. So what I mean by that is the violet flame will enfold the first layer, the second, individually, and it really adds a tremendous strength to everything. Go ahead. And now let's form the healing lecture room. There's a floor of light below us. And when I say us, I don't mean just those of us on the live call. I'm talking about all of you watching this now or reading this if this is ever published or anything like that. All of us. Floor of light below us. Canopy of light above us. Pillars of light in each corner. And now there's the angelic realm. All those needed are coming in, and they're from pillar to pillar to pillar to pillar and back to the first pillar. There we are. And now there is a central pillar. And in that central pillar, we invite all of those ascended masters and divine beings to come and be with us. And they are here. And the Chohans of all the rays are coming in. You know, it isn't said that much about it, but Joan of Arc, even though she was known as a warrior, she came to do defense, but she did not want to start any wars. Athena, you may know from Greek mythology, she was considered the protector of Athens, not because she was a warrior, but because she wanted peace first, and she would only become the warrior if she could not do peace, if it was not allowed. So that seems to me that's kind of what we need right now. And Amma interjected. She said, we need people to stay in their heart and as much as possible to stay in that place without violence. Violence of thought, violence of action, violence of word. And those of you who've been watching or have read, especially on Facebook, some of the things that Pope Leo has been saying, he's a good model for that. He calls people out, but it is not violence of word. He says things very clearly, as in, there is no God who would want to start a war, contrary to some of what some of our evangelical Christian leaders have been saying. Not all evangelicals want to do that type of war. It's the Armageddon kind of thing. And now you are invited to come and to sit. There is going to, appear before you or behind you, actually, the green jade chair of healing. And you may sit and you may turn it into a green jade bed if you want to, if you just feel like lying down. And now, please set your intention for what it is you most need right now. And the one who's actually going to be leading the healing ceremony is going to be Amma. And she's giving instructions to our healing teams, my healing guides, and to Hilarion, the Chohan of the fifth ray of healing. So, who you're going to be hearing from right now is Amma, the Divine Mother. Dear ones, I am Amma, the Divine Mother of the Divine Mothers, and I am your mother. I am the mother of every one of you. I am the mother of everyone upon this planet and every universes and galaxies that are around. I am your mother. I hold you in my womb and, yes, in my heart. I hold you dearly there. I want to teach you something about healing because I want to give a different message than the healing. And healing is so important. It is so easy to do. You go, how could healing be easy? I struggle so much with different things. Yes. But what makes healing difficult is what people have told you about what needs to be done to be healed or to be cured. There's a big difference, between healing and curing. There are ways to get your body to align itself with what needs to be done for health as a cure not necessarily as healing. Healing is multidimensional. It is not physical first. You can work on the physical first. But if you do not also address the emotional and spiritual, you can have some curing, but not some healing. When I say curing, what that means is that the body comes back into balance. But when you have not healed the foundation of the illness, which has to do with emotions and thoughts and your spiritual connection, then the body will become out of balance. So let us work with healing, which is the whole person in the self. You are on the green jade chair of healing. What is so important about the green jade chair of healing? Or bed, if you are on the bed. What is important is the vibration of green. It is amazing what colors will do, and that has been studied, but not documented or not presented to the world because, of course, there are many in your, say, pharmaceutical industry and other types of healing that doesn't want to deal with the power of. I want you on that chair to know, or on the bed, to know that the green that is needed is overall a healing energy. It calls forth balance. That is why there is so much green in nature. Your trees, the stems of flowers, for the most part, are green. The grass, that which you call weeds, and if you investigate, they're not really weeds. They can be things used for healing. And you can call that upward for you. So when you look at all the green around you, if you have a window and you see the trees and what is happening. Now, anybody who's in the southern hemisphere right now, they see empty trees for the most part, unless it is evergreens because it is their winter. I want you to do something. I want you to place a hand on your heart. It doesn't matter which one, actually, your heart chakra. You can place it on the heart itself if you wish. Remember, there is the healing hologram that is there within the heart. And I want you to bring to mind what you would like healed or balanced in your body. Now, I have to choose something. So I'm going to choose something, but you apply it to whatever it is that you need healing. So let's say you got your blood tests back, or let's say you know that you're having trouble with your liver or your gallbladder. They're right together, correct? Put your other hand on your liver or gallbladder. You can guess where the gallbladder is just by simply putting it. Just say balance. Open your heart to balancing. Feel what is happening between you. When I say between you, I mean between places that you have your hands. Open yourself. If you feel yourself resisting, just say, self, open, open, open to the power of the Creator. Now, there are many words that you can use. You get to choose your own words. I'll give you a few suggestions. One would be talking to the organ or part of your body that you are working with, and you can simply say balance. If there's something specific in it that you know, let's say that your blood cell, your cells are not dividing correctly. You could say, cells within my liver Pay attention to the divine blueprint and align yourself with the division of cells in the divine blueprint. Notice anything that's happening. Just notice. If you need 3 hands, imagine a third hand, your third hand, and place that wherever you need. So, like if you wanted to place a hand on the front of your forehead and then one at the back, but you still want to be connected in a way with your heart, go ahead and construct a third hand to put it wherever you wish. Another instruction to give to that part of your body. So I was working with the liver, just using it as an example. Liver. And you might want to use terms of endearment. Precious liver. Liver who has served me well. Liver who has served me well even when I have not treated you well. First, I apologize for anything I have done that has affected you negatively. I ask you now, precious liver, to release any low vibration energies within you that I have placed within you or that you have acquired in another way. I release them now and encourage you to release them. And of course, all of you, as you know, that if you encourage your liver to release them, you need to allow your liver to release them. Deep breaths. If a memory comes up, which could when you're releasing emotions, that memory comes up and you're having a hard time releasing it. And those of you who do not know anything about encodement, you can say this and your healing team knows. Healing team, please use the basic plug-in to bring healing to that wound that I have in my mind. And if you have an image or a sound or a smell, a taste, anything that comes up, see yourself as the sword. Oh, here we're going to grow a fourth hand, right? To dissolve that image, that sound, that smell, that taste, that feeling, and let it break apart. And whatever name you like to use for your higher power, universe, Amma, Abba, creator of us all, please send the exact vibration of love needed to wash away all that I no longer need. And Soul Healing Team, they're angels for those of you not familiar with them. Find and bring back to me all the pieces of myself I lost at that wound. Clean, repair, and heal all pieces. And fully integrate them within me. And when you're not on something that's time, like we are timed here, hold it as long as you can. Allow all to leave you that you do not need. Allow it all to happen. Feel your body to relax. Imagine what it would be like if that thing, that image, that smell dissolved completely and left your body. Good. I'm going to give you something else that you can use. You can release your hands now, or you can hold them however you wish. But I'm going to give you something else. Some people may call this TMI, too much information. And I say that with laughter. When you are relieving yourself in whichever way you need, as you do that, talk to your intestinal tract and say, I release all that I no longer need. Talk to your urinary tract, your kidneys. I release all I no longer need. Another thing in regards to healing, I'm giving you several things at once because I've been giving this one different things that are going to come out in a document of ways you can do healing quickly. Yes, you've got encodements. You've got all of those amazing things. But this will be something you can just take segments of it. It just takes seconds to use. Always remember and fill all of that empty space now that I've let go. Fill it with the highest vibration of love possible. There you go. So when you are relieving yourself, feel it wash away. What do they say about constipation? It is to holding on to the old you do not need. It happens when people are, quote unquote, using your English terms, pissed off. So when you're having a difficulty in those areas, and since you do need to go to the bathroom several times a day, use it as a time of healing and ask for, as you release yourself, to release the emotions that you have within you. When you are out working in the yard or having fun and you're perspiring, tell your body so. I wish to release any emotion that can be released through my fluids that come from the skin. In other words, when you sweat. Yes, that can happen. Now, if you actually choose this last thing of releasing while you are perspiring, while you are urinating, while you are defecating, when you release that from you, how many times a day do you have the opportunity for healing? Healing is all about releasing what you do not need, bringing in what you do need, which is love and joy, correct? And balancing that throughout you. As you use these little processes that I've told you about, they can take seconds. When you look at this color, let's say you're seeing new growth, the new green growth coming from the spring, or if you were in deeper into summer and it is the darker green growth, You can simply talk to that tree or talk to that color and say, please come into me and release anything of the same vibration as you are to purify my body. Water is a wonderful dissolver of things. I mean, look what happened to the Grand Canyon. After thousands and thousands of years, and you see that water that dissolves rock. Ask your healing team to find the rock that is hardest within you. And when you see the water, ask for that same vibration to come into you and to release. That is what you can do with nature. And now, let's talk about another way to do it, to do healing, and that is prevention. That way you don't need extra healing. It is prevention that comes to you. What is the greatest form of prevention, do you believe, of all that you have learned in any of the spiritual messages that you have received? And no, I'm not talking about food. I am talking about staying in your heart. I am talking about recognizing that no matter what is happening within your life, if, like this one I am speaking through, has great trauma in the family occurring because of a father who is 98 years old and has Alzheimer's. Stay in the heart. Always stay in your heart. Remind yourself of that. That is your greatest prevention, is to stay in your heart. There are wars, and as has been said, wars and rumors of wars. How do you protect yourself from the effects of wars and rumors of wars? You stay in your heart. Will staying from your heart protect you from, let's say, death? When Archangel Michael is around you, there are times that you are so well protected, but if it is time for you to leave, stay in your heart. And what happens if death does come when you are in your heart? You open and your spirit leaves, and your angels and guides gather around you and escort you home with no interventions needed, without anybody needing to let go of anything, let go of fear and anger. Why? Because when you are in your heart, it is not there. There is no fear, there is no anger. When you are in your heart and you see what is happening within this world, you can stay in that place of high vibration and of love. You can be the eye of the storm which is there. You can prevent more low vibration energy, more anger, more fear from moving out into the world. Stay in your heart. Stay simply within your heart if you do not know the heart source. Now, of course, all of you do. And simply say heart source. Say, I am the sword. And when you are the sword, the low vibration energy out there, you can simply walk wherever you are and help change the energy of the hallway of the grocery store, When you are riding in a car or a bus or a subway, you can change the energy of wherever you go simply by staying in your heart. Most actually respond by relaxing. And then there are those who are so threatened by heart energy that they may say negative things to you. What do you do when they say those things? You stay in your heart. And if it sends you out of your heart, you simply say quickly, heart source, and move your hand to your heart. This is what we call spiritual love fair. It is a journey of love. Those of you raised in the Christian tradition know that when Yeshua was surrounded by people who arrested him, and one of his followers drew his sword to protect them and sliced the ear off of one of those who were coming to take him away, Yeshua said no and put the ear back on, brought it into wholeness. Yes, you could do that. What do you do when someone is so hurting? Those you love, whether illness or making choices that are not the healthiest in the world. How do you manage that? You stay in your heart. That is where your power is. What if you were in a situation that you want to declare, proclaim something as simple as you may not speak to me, you may not speak about that person in that way? First, you're in your heart. So that the energy that comes out and the words that come out are words of the vibration of love. And when you say, no, you may not treat someone that way in my presence, it is the love that comes out, surrounds you, and surrounds that person or persons. And that love, when it comes out, will reduce the pain that is there. It will actually raise the vibration. Here we're using reduce the pain, raise the vibration of what is around you. Many of you are wondering, what can I do now to protect people? You're not there with them. What can I do now? Heart. Send vibration of the heart and of love. That is your most powerful tool. It is the most powerful tool you have for spiritual love fair. I challenge you. Are you ready for a challenge? Spend the next week focusing on your heart and noticing the difference. You might even want to get a little writing pad out or something and notice what changes within you when you are in your heart. What changes within you when you are not? And which works better for you? How do the words come out? There may be self-satisfaction when you speak from your ego only, and you tear people apart with your words. But that does not bring peace. And what you need now is peace. My love to you, precious ones. My love to you. And this is Kathy. I this is another one of those messages that
Mm.
I don't think Amma was talking to you. I think Amma was talking to me. You
Oh,
ever
no.
feel that sometimes?
Me too. Oh, no.
It's like, wow.
Oh, yes, exactly. Priceless, Dr. Kathy. Priceless. Oh, my
I
gosh.
apologize again for being
Mhm.
what?
Oh,
Mimi,
no.
thank you for the note.
Thank you, Dr. Kathy.
Mm,
Thank
Welcome back.
I am
you.
glad to be back. I will be back for I've made this wait, hold on.